difficult thing to render.
Yes.
Again, there's something about the face.
Yes.
Something about the face that doesn't look quite Haydenish.
I think
he's a little too baby-faced, to be honest.
Yes.
Which is a strange thing to say, given how Hayden Christensen does look.
Yes.
But
his lips are quite thick, aren't they?
and they're quite pale.
Yes.
As well.
I think with this, they based it a little more on the voice actor from the TV show, Matt Lanter.
But
yeah, it's not the iconic look. Well, I've heard from people that it might be because they'd have to pay the original actors some kind of royalties or something for their likeness.
So fucking pay them. I mean, it's still obviously that character.
Yeah, maybe
if that's in their contract, if that's what they're entitled to, then pay them the damn money. Don't try and shaft them out of it.
Yeah.
Cheap fucks.
Yeah, so let's take a look at his appearances. Got Jedi Knight, the dark robes. Oh, just robes. 40,000.
Yeah, not worth it.
Yeah, not worth it at all.
It.
I mean, if anything, it looks a bit silly. Something that baggy on a battlefield, it looks a little silly.
I mean, that is what Anakin's robes look like.
Yeah.
And you can see it when he goes into the Jedi. When he goes into Palpatine's fight with Windu.
Yeah.
When he goes into the Jedi Temple. Even when he's on Mustafar, you can see that he is wearing those robes.
Yes.
But as soon as any fighting happens, he takes them off.
Yes.
As does Kenobi.
Yes.
Funnily enough.
Yes. Kenobi didn't when he fought Django, I think. Or did he? I'm trying to think now.
I don't think he had time.
Yeah, for fairness, yeah. But yeah, typically you would.
And he did end up losing them fairly quickly. Like, when he was hanging up.
Did he lose them?
No, I don't think he did.
No.
But I think he did. I'm thinking of someone else.
Yes, Okay, so let's look at his abilities. Actually, no, let's do emotes.
Christ, he's got a 4.
Yes. Let's look at these first.
Yeah, what I was going to say is the skin colour is a bit too even across his face.
Oh, okay.
Like, Anakin in episode 3 at least had quite substantial bags under his eyes. Like, especially as the film continued, he started looking very, very tired.
Yes. Okay.
Which is a nice detail for them to put in.
Yes.
But I honestly, I think that's a bit pale.
Yeah.
It's a little too pale.
It's fair enough.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't remember him making that exact pose in anything.
No.
It's all right.
Maybe the TV show and.
That looks like when he fought Dooku in episode 2.
Yes.
3.
No, it's 2, isn't it?
2.
Yeah.
There was one where they each got their... Yeah, it was episode 2.
Yes, They sort of both do it and then they kind of move forwards and hit each other once and then turn around. Like
I quite liked the choreography in the prequels, the fight choreography.
Yes. Oh, no, yeah. Some of it was really good. Yeah,
a lot of people don't. There's too much, like, flipping and twirling.
Yeah, I mean, Yoda did a lot of that in episode 2.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that, personally.
I mean,
what I didn't like was the lighting in the fight between... Sometimes in the fight between Dooku and Anakin in episode 2, they just showed their faces and the lightsaber colours flashing across their faces. You never saw the lightsabers connect.
Yeah, that
was poor.
That was a bit dumb.
That was poor.
I know some actual swordsmen. Some people who are actually into like fencing and competitive swordplay.
Yeah.
Say that the fighting in the prequels is ridiculous. It's just ludicrous for how often the characters leave themselves open.
Yes.
Or turn their backs to the enemy.
Yes. Well, they are Jedi.
Yes, and it's a very visually.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just looking at that. I think you got this little scab.
It's a very visually
It's clean if you want it. Yeah.
It's a very visually appealing style of sword fighting. You know?
Yeah. It's flashy, isn't it?
It's flashy. It's flashy and it's fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun to watch. I just wish, because the nerd in me, I just wish that we'd been able to see in the films those forms.
Lightsaber forms, yeah.
It would be nice if, like, all this stuff that you see in the EU about how Dooku's a master of Form 2, which is this style, and Anakin's a master of this style, which is all da-da-da-da-dum.
Yes.
And it'd be nice if you could see the films and actually think, yes, I can see that.
Well, why don't you wait till you try Dooku in particular? Because I think you might be quite pleasantly surprised by that, by his particular form in this game. So, yeah. Let's do the next one.
Nothing special.
Yeah. That's quite an iconic one. That was in a lot of posters, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, but look at his hand. It looks like he's got a very loose grip on his lightsaber.
Yes, he does. And it's clipping through. Fingers clipping through.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah, you're right.
That just looks like that. It's a nice pose, but that just looks like if he were to catch a blow on that lightsaber, he'd just drop his lightsaber.
Yes, yes. No, I'd agree. I agree. Yeah. Okay, let's try the emotes.
Okay.
This is where the fun begins.
Now, Kenobi's voice is quite similar, I thought, to Ewan McGregor's. Not exact, but it's quite similar.
This is where the fun begins.
I don't think that's similar enough to hate him at all.
Is this this guy from the...
Diplomatic solution.
This is Matt Lanter from the TV show.
Obi-Wan's gonna kill me.
Yes, yes.
That...
Odd animation.
Yes, that is a very strange animation.
It almost looks self-conscious, doesn't it? Like a...
He looks bashful.
Yes, yeah.
Which is not an emotion you would ever associate with Anakin.
No, not really, no. It's actually quite camp, the way he sort of turns his head quickly and has his hand sort of positioned there. Yeah, that's very... That's almost like someone trying to be a model.
It's kind of out of character.
Kind of sassy, almost, yeah.
A very wise Jedi once said, nothing happens by accident.
That, okay. When you can't get your lip syncing right, don't have long bouts of dialogue, okay? I'm sorry, that doesn't... So as a choice for an emote, that's too long, I think. I think that's way too long.
I think you should limit yourself, honestly, to like 5 words.
Also, putting that in a multiplayer setting, like, you know, when you're going to use an emote, at the beginning of a match, or maybe when you've killed someone to show off, that's not a great thing to say to someone you've beaten.
No.
No. It's not, I mean, Anakin's probably got better catchphrases than that, let's be honest. There's nothing catchy about that. Yeah. Okay. So we're definitely not going to be buying those.
You're not with me, so you're my enemy.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Let's look at the abilities. As you said, he's got 4 abilities because they wanted to make him, and I quote, OP. They wanted to make him OP. How do you think that's turned out? How do you think that's turned out? What do you think a good portion of the community is now complaining about?
Anakin's OP.
Anakin's OP. Well, who'd have thunk it?
The thing is, you can either make a good, balanced game, or you can make a game that is slavishly adhering to canon.
Yes.
Where, yes, characters like Anakin, Vader, Luke, and the Emperor are powerhouses
Yes.
who can stomp all over everyone else.
Yeah.
Because if frankly, if any of the Force users in who are heroes met up with someone like Iden Verso,
Yes.
Verso would get stomped into mulch. I mean, that's true for pretty much any
No, it is.
Force non-using. Like,
Yeah, it is.
if Anakin or Vader went up against Phasma, Fett, Finn, you know, any of the non-Force using heroes in this game,
Yes.
and even quite a lot of the Force using heroes in this game,
Yes.
it wouldn't even be funny.
No, it wouldn't.
But that would make a terrible game.
Yeah.
Because you'd either pick Anakin Skywalker when you came to choose a hero, or you'd leave.
Yeah.
It's like you can either have, okay, we're going to make this game adhere to canon, or you can try and balance it.
Yeah. It never not looks dumb to see Leia shooting at Darth Vader and winning. It never not looks dumb.
No, I agree. I agree,
agree.
but if you want playing as Leia to be a valid choice,
of course.
then you need to balance it.
Yes.
I mean, it looks silly, but you can either be lore friendly, and have some people just not fighters, because Leia isn't a fighter; she's a politician. She's a political leader.
Yes.
She's not a frontline fighter. You can either have, as it would be in canon, and have Anakin Skywalker be totally OP, or you can try and make a good game.
Yeah. I still think it's silly that when you play Galactic Assault, you know, the combined heroes and troopers, when you suddenly round the corner and boom, there's a hero, enemy hero, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. Like, I still think that is a massive drawback. I don't see what they can do. I don't see how they can fix that. As soon as you see it, you're dead. Okay, and when you've got several enemy heroes on the battlefield at once, like you do with Galactic Assault, there's no way you can go. You're fucked as a trooper. You're absolutely screwed. And I don't like PvP at the best of times, but when it doesn't feel fair because of things like that, I get even more turned off. It's like, I'm sorry, this is stupid. This is just daft, and it's part of the reason why I don't want hero AI for offline either. Because if it works, then we're going to have that problem. If it doesn't work, which is more likely because the character's abilities are so unique, there's so much potential for things to go wrong, then we're just going to be waiting forever for them to fix it again. That's why I just don't want hero AI. You know, heroes versus heroes, maybe that's fun. Troopers versus heroes, absolutely not. No way, they have way too much health and they do way too much damage too quickly. They got too much health, too much DPS. It's ridiculous. There's nothing you can do.
Well, the thing is, as a developer, you've got to make the choice. Do you want these heroes? Do you want it if your opponent's team has a hero?
Yes.
Do you want it to be a valid, if difficult, approach to take them on with a ordinary character, a trooper?
Yes.
Or do you want that to be just suicide? And it seems like they've decided they want it to be suicide.
Yeah. Both have their drawbacks.
Yes. They do.
Yeah. But
because the people who care about such things are going to be saying that, well, what's the point of playing as these heroes?
Yeah, of course.
What's the point of unlocking them and purchasing
Yeah.
if they're not going to provide an advantage?
Yeah, of course.
We've played this game however many hours to unlock these things, we deserve some form of reward. But then again, by making them OP, well, not OP, but P, by making them powered, they're throwing people like you who would prefer to play as a clone than most of the heroes, if not all of them.
Yeah. I prefer to have a choice. If I choose to be a clone, I'm penalised, essentially.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think that makes more of a difference in PvE.
Yes.
Where you can choose to play as a hero straight from the start.
Yeah.
In PvP, where you have to unlock it, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Then I think it would make less sense for the heroes to be on a level with the troopers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the game's sophisticated enough for the balancing to be different in different modes.
The thing is, in PvE it wouldn't matter because you can just... It's only you, you know. It's just you versus bots. You control the experience. If you want to be a hero, you can. If you want to be a trooper, you're not penalised. That's the thing, you know. Part of the problem is that this game is multiplayer. So many of its problems are because it's PvP, because it's online multiplayer. You know, I'm not going to try and say, you know, oh, PvE is the answer to everything's problems. No, of course not. But I'm not tempted to play PvP with these problems. Really, it turns me off and it annoys me. So yeah, let's look through his abilities. He's got 4 abilities. So one of the abilities is like a passive. It builds up over time.
This is Retribution.
Yes, it is. Yeah, from triangle. So once you build up the meter, essentially you can use it, and it's like a mass force choke. So, yeah.
I don't think if he's ever used that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say Anakin's done a force choke of multiple people once in the Filoni cartoon.
Okay.
But I can't think of the exact scene or who he's choking.
Was it the Mortis arc? Maybe. Was he choking the son and the daughter? I don't know. I'm guessing, honestly.
I want to say it was somewhere else, but it might be.
Because I think there was a storyline where they were both keeping his friends hostages or something, and he had to make a choice.
Well, the son took Tano and the daughter took Kenobi.
Right, and he had to make a choice, but instead maybe he chokes both of them. Maybe that's what.
Something like that.
I can't remember.
I thought there was something else.
Yeah. But yeah, so you've got Retribution, you've got Passionate Strike, which I think is, as names go, it's a bit lame. Passionate Strike. He's going to kill you with love, Thomas.
Let's be honest. Most of these names are pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Like that, I've not seen a name for anything yet. An emote, an ability, appearance, a victory pose. I've not seen a name that I thought was good.
Yeah, but that's the only one that I think has potentially romantic connotations to it. Which we know Anakin is capable of, but still, it's...
Anakin's the only one we know is capable of.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I mean, passion is like the whole thing from the Jedi Code, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. No,
I imagine that's what they're going for.
Yeah. So basically that is a heavy strike, but it's...
Compare that to the description of Obi-Wan's thing, where it's like he emotionlessly
oh, yeah.
pushes people away.
Yeah. No.
It's like,
Oh,
psychoanalyzing these people by their abilities now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Tell me about your mother, Obi-Wan. Oh, you can't. You never knew her.
Yeah. He force pushed her out a window. He was a baby.
Or it was just taken. How do you think he ended up with Liam Neeson?
Oh, shit. I saw it, I was going to go for it, you said it just before I did. Fuck.
I've always been quick off the draw. Try and turn that into a draw.
So, Passionate Strike is heavy strike coupled with guard break.
Coupled with.
Get your mind out the romantic gutter, you bastard.
Nothing guttery about my romance. And nothing romantic about my gutter.
Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, so...
I don't know what that means.
I don't want to...
Answers on a postcard.
Yeah, I don't want to... Leave it to you, viewers. So then you've got pull dominant and Anakin pulls enemies.
That is not a word.
That's not a word, no.
Pull dominance, that's not a thing.
Anakin pulls enemies in front of him to a center point.
Pull would be another suspect one.
Yeah.
But it would at least be grammatically correct. Pull dominance? The fuck is that? People got paid to write this nonsense.
Yeah. Well, you did learn today that it's from a Swedish studio, not an American one. So No. Lost in the Swedish meatball translation.
Good God, mate.
That's probably over that. And then we got Heroic Might. Anakin is more resistant to attack while holding the ability. Okay, so this one, Anakin deactivates his lightsaber, stands still, and
Gets hit.
just gets hit. Until eventually you release the ability.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds like the sort of thing a sensible general would do.
So he's getting shot in the face like a million times. Like his face is char right now, and suddenly he's
Wait,
able
is this
to.
before or after Mustafa?
Touche. And then suddenly, boom, he shoots it all back at your enemies. That's how it goes.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. There we go.
I don't know what I'm on about.
I don't know either. I don't know. Let's move on to the characters that you like, so you can concentrate a bit more. So I can hear that you're getting a bit silly now, and I approve. But yeah, let's go to Dooku. Dookie Dukes.
Blimey, he's a mopey looking.
The Duke of Hazard. The Duke of Hazard.
He's a count, you
He's
philistine.
Some people like to call him the Earl. The community calls him the Earl for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. He looks actually like my old counsellor for some reason, which is oddly unsettling. Because he was a really nice guy, but I just see a lot of him in that. That's so weird. The Earl. You're still on that?
I just don't get it. I mean,
Don't.
just call him the count. I mean, one, Dooku is a count,
Yes.
and two, Christopher Lee, famous for playing Dracula.
Yes. Yeah.
Where the fuck does Earl come from?
That American TV show, My Name is Earl.
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh, wonderful.
I have to say, he looks... in my opinion, this is closer to the likeness than Anakin's.
Okay.
Maybe closer than... I would say this is closer than Obi-Wan.
Alright.
I just don't think I've ever seen Dooku pull that expression.
Yeah, it's because Dooku is serious, but there he
Dooku
looks.
Dooku is serious, but there he looks like you just killed his puppy.
Yes.
He looks sad there. He doesn't look...
He is a sailor without a solar.
Yes.
You see, because his ship is that You see, you're not the only one who could be silly. What I don't like about it, I like the way it looks. You see his kind of hairline, so to speak, where the light is shining.
Yeah, that looks dumb.
It does look. It looks like
It looks
the
like
skin
the hair is
is
hovering over his head.
yes.
And also that his skin is on fire.
Yes. But other than that, quite good.
No, it's
good
nice,
face.
very detailed,
Yeah.
very accurate.
Yes. Yeah. Do the motion blur on his beard there? See?
Oh yes,
Nice.
just what we need.
Yeah.
Where would we be without that?
Let me look at the outfit. You like the outfit?
Well, I mean, that is Dooku's outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm still a fan of his curved lightsaber.
Yes. I think he's taller than that though.
Well, Christopher Lee is a very tall man.
He was.
Still is.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Yes.
He hasn't shrunk.
Yes. Lost a bit of weight. Oh no, I can't. No, man. Dude, no, can't go there, man. Oh, jeez.
He's thinner than he used to
You
be.
okay? You are a monster. You are a fucking monster. Jesus Christ, man. God. Fucking savage. Jesus. Okay, so we got another outfit as well. Come on.
He'd appreciate it.
He'd appreciate it.
Appreciate
Oh, I thought you said he'd appreciate it. I thought you were still going. Yes, so do you remember this outfit?
I do. This is from that episode of
Yoda's
the
dark.
TV show.
Yeah, the dark kind of fantasy where.
Yes, where Yoda, Sidious and Dooku try and do a Sith ritual to attack Yoda, and Yoda has a hallucination
Yes.
where he sees Anakin kill Dooku, and It's one of the better episodes, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. And Dooku immediately pawns all the 501st troopers with some lightning. I was like, ah, damn.
But accurate.
Maybe. No, yeah, okay, brother.
Dooku is supposed to be not the most powerful,
The most efficient.
per se. Dooku is supposed to be the best swordsman.
No, but he does it with lightning, though. That's what I
No, he's very, very strong in the Force, but he's supposed to be the most accomplished swordsman the Jedi have produced.
Yes.
Up until Anakin. Possibly ever.
Yeah.
And the acknowledged master of telekinesis, at least in Legends.
Yes.
He was the Jedi who had mastered telekinesis.
He looks a bit like a busboy.
He does. I think that outfit worked in
The show.
Where Dooku had a much more imposing physique.
Yes.
Like Dooku was tall.
Yes.
Like Christopher Lee was.
Yes.
But he was also in the stylized art of the show.
Yes.
Very broad-chested, very broad-shouldered.
Yes. Yeah.
He was quite an imposing man. And I think having those big silver shoulder pads on normal human shoulders looks a bit silly.
Yeah.
Whereas when they were that size on the stylized CGI model, it looked a bit more proportionate.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Do you want Dooku's pajamas? Because a lot of people have been asking for that, and I don't know, they haven't confirmed it, but I'm just putting that out there, you know, it could happen.
I don't. But that is a nice scene in the show.
Yes, Grievous actually does something for a change.
Grievous actually does something. It's always nice to see the bad guys who always, because it's a kids show, always have to lose.
Yes.
It's nice to actually see them being threatening for once.
Absolutely, yes.
Especially because that's probably the last thing we're going to see Dooku in.
Yeah.
And Grievous, for that matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to get any more TV shows set in that era.
No, we've got the last season of the Clone Wars coming out this year. Remember,
but we're not going to get any more after that.
No.
Like once Clone Wars is done, that's it.
Honestly, I think I can imagine that it's going to try. They're going to try and base it more closer to Episode 3. So if we see Dooku, he might be running away a bit more, on the back foot a bit more, because they're trying to build up to that. Do you think? I think that's quite possible. Maybe the same Grievous. Grievous has never really done anything anyway, let's be honest, other than that one episode.
Not in that show, anyway.
Yeah. So
the thing is that the world of the movies and the novels and the comics, to an extent, the Dark Horse comics before Marvel took them back, where they are actually threatening, is very, very different to what is now being made by Disney.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's depressing.
It really is.
It is depressing, really.
It really is.
Because for all its flaws, and God knows it had a lot of flaws, but for all its flaws, Lucasfilm managed to juggle that, more or less.
Yeah.
That you didn't feel like Dooku from the movie, Dooku from a video game, and Dooku from a novel you might be reading were totally different characters.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you read the Revenge of the Sith novelisation, where moving on to Grievous now, if you read the Revenge of the Sith novelisation where Grievous gets a lot of loving attention.
Look at his thumb. His thumb goes straight through. Goes straight through his lightsaber.
Sloppy.
Oh, God.
Sloppy workmanship.
Oh, dear. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, if you compare Grievous in Revenge of the Sith where he's got a very intimidating design and sounds fantastic,
Yes.
even though he gets his ass handed to him
Yeah.
by Kenobi.
He does almost win though.
Yeah,
He does almost kill him.
no. It's he.
I mean, he loses his hands way too fast. Way
he
too
loses
fucking
his hands
fast.
way too fast.
Yeah.
He's
But he almost killed. He almost throws him off.
yeah.
And,
No, he's an intimidating guy,
Yeah.
and he's going up against Obi-Wan Kenobi. For
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And then you read the novelization where it goes into quite a lot of detail about how terrifying Grievous is,
Yeah.
and how quick his reaction times are, and all the rest of it, and how the only reason Obi-Wan can stand a chance is because Jedi are precognitive.
Yes.
And then you watch the forgot his name. The original cartoon.
Oh, Tartakovsky.
Yeah, Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
The original cartoon.
Yes.
Where he is fantastic.
Yes. Oh God, yes. God, yes.
Just unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then
So cool.
and then watch the Filoni cartoon.
Yeah.
It's like he's a different person.
It is. Yeah. It is. Ugh.
It's like he's a different person. Like there's a comic, an old Dark Horse comic, I think it was, where Grievous gets introduced
To Dirge and Ventress, and he totally wipes the floor with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how he becomes the supreme commander of the droid armies, rather than either of those two.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't believe that Grievous would be able, in Filoni cartoon, Grievous would get his ass handed to him by Ventress.
He did. He did in the episode.
Yeah. Which is...
It annoys me because it's like I think with Filoni there's this overarching rule: if you're a Force user, you win. That's it. And I find that boring. I find that really boring.
More to the point, it's just not accurate.
Mm.
Because Force users...
They have an advantage.
Force users have an enormous advantage.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And on a quote-unquote fair fight,
Yeah.
they would probably win most of the time.
Yeah.
But
for someone who fights them for so many years, you learn how to counter that, and who's killed so many of them too.
you can't have it both ways. You can't try and have Grievous be an intimidating, lightsaber collecting subject of fear for other characters in the show, which is what he's supposed to be. And show him constantly failing.
Absolutely.
Like even an episode, one of the only episodes I can think of, where he actually does kill a Jedi, where he kills
the
Kit Fister's apprentice.
Yeah, the fucking
Moncala?
That's it, yeah. He was a Padawan though, and he only died because he was like reckless.
He was a Padawan.
Yeah.
And when Grievous escaped and he was reporting to Dooku was like disappointed. And then it's like he beats what's his name? Zabrak, member of the council.
Oh, Eek Toth.
Yes.
Yeah. No, Eek. Something like that anyway.
Heath Koth.
You've coughed, that's it.
He beats him.
Yeah.
Only does it by surrounding him with Magna Guards.
Oh, of course.
And having them attack as soon as it goes slightly south.
Yeah.
It's like compare that to his introduction on Hypori.
Exactly.
In the Tartakovsky show.
Jendika Tartakovsky, yeah.
Tartakovsky, sorry.
Yes, yeah.
The Tartakovsky show.
Yeah.
No, and it's like watching that, why would anyone ever be scared of this guy?
Exactly, yeah.
And more to the point, why is he leading a war? Because he doesn't seem to be good at fighting. Also doesn't seem to be that clever at strategy.
He's just arrogant, isn't he?
He's
always overconfident as well.
He's always overconfident and he's always beaten. I can't think of any plan he's had that's worked. The only clever thing I've seen him do was when bits of his ships crashed on Kamino and there were droids hidden inside the wreckage.
Oh, okay.
That's the only clever thing I've seen.
Yeah.
And even then, it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's Yeah. So we've done it again. We've veered off.
We've veered massively off topic.
We haven't even got to Grievous yet.
It's entirely up to you how much of this you want to leave in, mate.
Nah, I'll leave it on eventually. Yeah, so that's his appearances. Let's look at his victory posters, shall we?
Why not? That's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Also kind of boring.
Do you think the expressions are right on these?
No, I don't.
He looks too he looks comical. He looks unsure here. He looks uncertain. He looks worried. Yeah. He looks worried.
He doesn't look. He's so.
He doesn't look assertive enough.
He doesn't. He should be confident.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all this. Look at the names. I am superior. You should reconsider. I never press. Not worth the effort. Like he should look arrogant. Like he does in the movies.
Yes, yeah.
Like he does in the TV shows,
Yeah.
both of them. And he doesn't. There, especially, like he's sort of leaning back with his hands in front.
He looks passive almost, his facial expression.
There, he looks nervous. He looks like a Nemoidian.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. What's the last one? There, he's got the worst case of butt cramp you've ever seen.
What the fuck was that?
That's his hand. Yeah, it's his hand. It's a bit big, isn't it?
One, he looks like a Kardashian. Two, why the fuck is his hand under his coat?
Yes.
When you're like next time you're wearing a coat or a cloak, put your hand behind your back and then think, do I tuck it into my coat? Or do I just put it behind my back?
Yeah. I mean, look at it from that angle. That looks terrible.
It looks like he's doing something with himself that he doesn't want you to see.
Yes. Yes. Oh dear. That's a shame.
That's poor.
Yeah.
That's very, very poor.
Yeah.
I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because they can't get his arm to coexist with the cloak without it flipping to buggery.
Yes.
But that just looks terrible.
It does.
If you can't make the pose work, do a different pose.
Yeah.
Because that just looks terrible.
Why don't they just have the one, where before he does his kind of signature flare, why doesn't he just have his lightsaber up like that? Yeah, just kind of in between, in the middle of his face. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, I'll be buying many of those. Let's check out the emotes. Can you hear that again?
That's not exactly his voice.
It's Corey Burton from the TV show.
It's close.
Yeah. A lot of these just feel too cartoonish with the live action graphics.
Well, the problem is the slightly cartoonish voice. It's the kind of... The thing is, those are lines from the films, and he's delivering them in the style of the cartoon.
Yes.
It's not quite meshing, because we know how it should sound, because we've seen the films 100 times.
Yeah.
That is not how that line was delivered.
No. That's not bad.
That was the closest of the three so far.
Yeah. So there I go. It's not bad. I think that was not bad.
Those two are better.
Yeah.
Partly because they're a little shorter.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, so let's check out his abilities.
Turn the volume down again,
Yes.
so we don't get any reverb.
Yeah, of course. Right, so we got lightning stun. I've got to say, the effects on Dooku's lightning look and feel pretty damn good, I think. So you try it for yourself first, obviously, but I think they look pretty good.
You know how I love my force lightning.
Yes. So, lightning stun. Dooku releases lightning upon his enemies, throwing them to the ground and inflicting harm. This ability does higher damage the less targets it hits, so it can hit multiple targets. Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Exposed weakness. Dooku influences a target with slower movement and an increased amount of damage taken from Dooku and his allies. Okay, if you see to the elimination of this target, the ability is instantly recharged.
Okay, I don't get where that's come from.
Yeah.
That seems like an ability they've created because it would be useful.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
I'm
possibly unique compared to the other heroes.
Yeah, I just don't know why. If that was an ability someone thought of,
yes.
Like, hey, we could give this to a character.
Yeah.
I don't know why they've given it to Dooku rather than anyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Because honestly, that sounds like Mace Windu's Shatterpoint ability.
Okay. Okay.
Which I don't think has been brought into canon.
Okay.
I think that's Legends only still.
Right.
But
okay.
that sounds like Shatterpoint.
Right.
Not anything I know of Dooku doing.
Right. Yeah. So then we have Duelist. That's his signature flare. Now Dooku changes to a more offensive lightsaber style, performing faster and more powerful attacks. It just gives you a reason to use the animation.
Nice.
There we go. Right, so here we go. Is the big cheese. You ready for this? General Grievous. Let's take a look first.
Now you see. That is impressive.
That is bad to the ass. That is, let's get a close up.
I mean, quite honestly, Grievous is obviously going to be the easy one to render, being entirely CG anyway.
It is badass, isn't it? They did a good job with this one. Wait till you see some of his.
I knew there was a reason I like Grievous.
Right, let's take a look at his appearances. Jedi Hunter. Obviously not based on the TV show. Battle damaged. Let's get close on that one. I like the kind of emo looking eyeshadow. I like the kind of emo looking darkness around that eye. That's kind of badass. I like that.
I honestly would kind of liked an episode of the TV show where Grievous was given the sort of like that one in his lair if it didn't suck.
Yeah, or
where Grievous was given the whole like Freddy Krueger horror film treatment. Like something from Alien. Like he's just, no matter what you throw at him, he still keeps coming.
Fucking hell, that'd be amazing.
Like if you just saw like the Jedi are trying to escape, Kit Fisto pulls the ceiling down.
Yeah.
And out of the rubble you just see
Grievous just bursts through.
Grievous
just totally unscathed.
Comes out of the rubble.
Well, it's like the episode of the TV show, isn't
just
it?
Like dented and blackened like that, but not slowed down at all.
Yeah, man. Oh fuck. Maybe even have like some arms broken off, but still it doesn't slow him.
Doesn't slow him.
Goes him back. That's specific.
Yeah.
No, that's no, totally agree. Okay, let's look at Shattered. This is legendary. This is 80,000. Pay more, get less of Grievous.
What is that based on?
I don't think it's based on anything I know anyway. Just an idea.
I mean, apart from the fact that his eyes are intact, that looks like how he looks when fucking Kenobi's finished with him.
Do you like it?
I don't know if I do, you know.
A bit much, isn't it?
It is a bit much. I mean, there's battle damaged. there's battle damaged in the Boba Fett style of
Yeah.
this makes stuff look used,
Yes.
and it's impressive that he's taken so much punishment and is still going.
Yeah.
And then there's, are you okay, dude? You need repairs.
Yes.
It's like look at his legs. Like look at that left leg. Like look at how much those struts on the left are bent.
Yeah.
Compared to the ones on the right. It's like,
Yeah.
the other one, it was cosmetic damage. This one, he really looks like he's about to fall to bits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is less impressive to me, I have to say.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Still cool though.
Yes. Very
Like,
cool.
If I saw shattered armor coming towards me, I would be fucking terrified. I don't know about you, like that is monstrous.
It is.
But
Yeah.
like, if that's the finale of our General Grievous as a horror movie monster
Yeah.
episode, like if the finale is like he gets set on fire or something,
Yeah.
just as the last survivors are escaping, and then he comes out of like the burning building looking like that. That would be fantastic. But as soon as the last survivors have escaped and Grievous is left on his retaken lair,
Yeah.
he would collapse.
Yeah. 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 So you prefer this one?
Yes.
Yeah. 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 I think so.
But to be honest, I don't think either of them are really that much better than Jedi Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't bought either of them.
No.
I'm happy with this. It's fine.
I honestly think Jedi Hunter might be the nicest of all three.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is with Grievous is that it's such an alien design that it's cool to see it in its entirety. Yeah. That just looks a bit weedy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A bit too thin, yeah. That's so badass. Love it.
The thing is, Grievous is so often hunched over.
Mm.
Like when he's just walking around.
Yeah.
Like he's all hunched over, his legs are like bent up to his knees almost.
Yeah.
And then every so often he'll just straighten up and you'll realise, holy shit, this thing's immense.
Yeah. He's the tallest character in the game,
Hmm.
which is fucking awesome. So that's great. Let's look at his victory poses.
Oh, by the way, I found out how tall Christopher Lee is.
Oh yeah?
Looked it up. 6.5 feet.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So I think he's like 6.4 feet.
Alright.
Don't ask me what 0.4, how many inches that is.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's not obviously not decimal.
Wow.
So I don't know what 0.4 of 12 is.
Oof.
But yeah, he's a big chap.
Yes, yeah. Wow.
I mean, 0.3, a third of 12 is 4. So he's over 6'4".
Wow. God, wow. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Big guy.
Yeah. What do you think of this one?
Badass.
Yes. Yeah.
Badass. Like people can give Grievous as much grief as they want, but that is an impressive and intimidating design.
I remember that was some of the artwork, I think, for Revenge of the Sith ages ago. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Jedi Hunt.
Nice.
That's quite nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
Very action pose, yeah, very cool. This. Oops, oh shit. This. I think
Nice.
that is immense.
See, that's the thing, and that's what Tartakovsky?
Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky.
The millionth time.
Tartakovsky. I need to see it written down, and I'll be able to remember it then. The thing that Tartakovsky show did
Yeah.
really well, and
Yeah.
that I don't remember seeing at all on the Filoni show,
Yeah.
was show Grievous use all his limbs individually.
Yes.
Like, just on that one Hypori thing. Like, he was fighting with his arms, he was fighting with all of his arms, he was fighting with his feet, he was using his hands as legs, he was using his legs as hands. Like, and that makes a lot of sense, because he doesn't have to train muscles to do anything. He can just use his... It's all programming.
Yeah.
And
and hydraulics and so on.
It's an opportunity to have really really imaginative fight choreography.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for really visually interesting fights, and I don't think Filoni's show ever really took advantage of that.
No. And there's one point you mentioned where he's fighting some clones. He actually flips his body around whilst he's got a clone, I think, grabbed on by the talon.
Someone's running up behind him.
Yeah.
It might be a Jedi.
I think it was a clone. Pretty sure it was a bunch of clones.
Remember. Are we talking about Hypori?
Oh no, I mean in Filoni's.
In Filoni's show.
Yeah. That's yeah. But there's
I do remember what you mean now.
But there's a really badass version of that in the Hypori one, where he kind of grabs the Jello's charging cannon with his foot, slams him into the ground, excuse me, and then I think Aayla Secura runs to him, and then he grabs her, backflips and throws both of them like
into
sky high. That's immense. That's so cool, man. And you could believe that he'd have the strength to do that.
Yeah.
You could totally believe it, because that's all like hydraulics and machinery.
Yeah. And Grievous, unlike a lot of organics, would have the reaction speed to go toe-to-toe with a Jedi, a council Jedi like Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Yes, yeah.
As he did.
Yes, yeah.
And that... I mean, we go on about Grievous in that show a lot.
We do,
especially the Hypori episode.
Fucking love it, man.
But it
so
also
cool.
showed his intelligence, his smarts.
Yeah.
Like he stalked in and made them scared.
Yeah.
Which ended up in the Padawan losing his cool.
Yeah, Shaggy. Good old Shaggy.
And getting...
Shaggy for Mortal Kombat 10.
Yes. And getting killed very quickly.
Yeah.
And he also waited until they were tired from throwing all of his droids at them.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like... One, Grievous is a bit of a coward.
Yeah.
And two, that's smart when you're fighting someone with all the advantages a Jedi has.
Yeah.
That's intelligence.
And it's justified because Dooku is part of Dooku's teaching. He actually says to him, you need to get them when they're surprised, otherwise you'll lose.
Yeah.
He says that to him.
Yeah.
So it fits with the movie as well. Look at this.
And it fits with the lore.
He dug the claw actually into the ground.
Nice.
Actually, a little detail. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man.
Our basic point is Grievous was wasted.
Yeah. It's not bad.
That's all.
Although I wouldn't,
I prefer the other ones.
I wouldn't say that suits the idea of, him boasting about consider yourself crushed. That looks more defensive.
That looks very defensive.
Yeah.
I prefer the other two very much.
Doom, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Doom, that is Doom.
My favourite, Lines of Death is something I would have framed. that is very nice.
Yes, yeah. Fucking PS4 screen right there, home screen.
That Kubrick stare, I like that.
I could send that to you if you wanted to use it as a home screen.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you want me to? I can do it.
I might not change away from Spider-Man yet, but that is very nice.
Very nice. So I can get him centre. Okay, no, you can't really move any. Okay. I'll just do that for you. Yeah, there we go. I'll send that to you. Be immense. Yes. Awesome. Good stuff.
I like that a lot.
Cool. Right, emotes. Let's hear how he sounds.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's do that again. Same voice actor, Matthew Wood, as in
From
the movie.
the show or the movie?
Both. He was in both.
It's a very good voice.
It is, yeah.
That was the one thing that the original cartoon didn't do.
I kind of liked his voice. It was super generic.
I like.
He sounded very calculated. This he sounds a bit more brutish, I think.
I like that they did that whole thing where where he didn't have the cough.
Yes, yes.
I like that was as a result of battle damage.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it doesn't make any sense
Yes.
for a cyborg to have a cough.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. It's a bit too long, that one.
Yes, didn't need the cough.
You recognise that? That's from OG Battlefront 2.
Good times.
Uh,
I'm not sure it goes with the animation.
No, it doesn't.
Honestly, that one could stand to be a bit longer.
Yeah. I think so.
Like a maniacal laugh
Yeah.
interrupted with a cough
Yeah.
would sum up Grievous quite well.
We can actually inspect it. Which one do you like most?
I don't know.
You don't. Let's see it from a different angle. He almost looks like he's kind of bowing. Yeah, it's not quite. That's probably from the show.
It is. It's from where he's with his cough, I think.
Okay. Very cool.
I just wish the original cartoon, the voice there, had been more similar to the one in episode 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without the cough and the raspiness.
Yeah.
But one you could believe changed.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. So there we go. Let's look at his abilities.
I want to send the sound out. Sound.
Oh shit.
You don't want to get reverb.
So thrust surge. Grievous lunges towards the target, stabbing with all. I think it's all 4 lightsabers he does with that one.
Nice.
Quite nice. Claw rush. You can imagine.
Very nice.
He actually flips at the end of it too.
I do like it.
If you time that so that, because you can run people over, if you time it so you flip, so you end it by pressing R1 just after you pass someone, so you end it right after you pass someone, as soon as your feet come down, even if they're behind you, they're dead. If they're behind you, they're dead.
Nice.
Basically. When you're running though, with Claw Rush, you might not kill someone at full health. Just a bit of a shame. Yeah. Unrelenting Advance, that's the fucking windmill. Yes.
The buzzsaw.
Yes. Spin like a fucking windmill. Yes. Yeah, so